Before we begin, these ideas come purely from my own experience. There are many valid paths to healing and growth. This is just one perspective that's helped me. I'm not a licensed mental health professional, so please seek support from a qualified provider if you're in distress or need professional guidance. When I was 6, 2 of my school friends said, "Let's play chasey." They then ran off, hid from me, and pointed and laughed. That core memory planted this belief in me. I'm not liked, and people will trick me. You can imagine how that played out in my future relationships. That experience was one of over 50 moments that filled a big bucket of unhelpful beliefs that I carried into adulthood. And many of these beliefs contributed to 2 overarching beliefs that I call the 2 untruths, which are, I'm not valuable and I'm not capable. Luckily, many folks helped me to discover a way to start working through these self-sabotaging scoundrels, and I'm going to tell you what they taught me.
Oh, hello. I'm
Dave alive!
So perhaps you resonate. You've been through some impactful negative experiences that have cemented some untrue beliefs, such as, I hurt people, I should be alone, I'm not trusted, I don't have a voice, I'm not loved. The things I love are not important. I'm not wanted. People will reject the real me. People will always abandon me. My desires don't matter. I'm not supported. I don't belong. My passion doesn't matter. Without my ability, I'm nothing. How I am is not right. I don't fit in. The list goes on and on. So, here's 4 steps to adjusting what you believe about yourself. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
1. You might be thinking, Dave, you think I'm crazy? No, I don't think that. I think you're very normal, and I'm going to throw out there that most people will likely be able to relate to this, whether they're able to acknowledge it or not. If you've ever felt like your behaviour catches even you off guard, maybe it's because you're responding to a world that hasn't always felt safe. I don't think you're crazy for reacting in ways you don't fully understand. Maybe it just means you've been through more. There's no shame in that. It feels pretty reasonable to me. 2. You might also be thinking, Dave, I'm fine. The way I've always done things is soldiering on. Maybe, Dave, you should eat a teaspoon of cement, toughen up, and do the same. Cool suggestion. Anyway, I'm here to encourage you that you're not weak. You're likely coping with many or most aspects of your life, and you're doing a really good job. I'm walking you through this process to help assist you in those 1 or more scenarios where, if you're honest with yourself, like really honest with yourself, like really honest with yourself, like really honest with yourself, like actual factual honest with yourself, you could be finding yourself struggling with some difficulties, like feeling randomly triggered, experiencing anxiety, having communication issues, going through repeated relationship breakdown, hitting continual barriers in pursuing passions and achieving goals, feeling like you're unable to do anything, feeling paralysed by fear in this one particular scenario that just keeps cropping up, feeling general overwhelm or other difficulties that leave you feeling not fine. So what you're saying, Dave, is I'm really not doing that fine? Well, I don't know, lovely llama, but you're totally welcome to kindly debate that in the comments. 3. This one might feel easy for some and overwhelming for others. If it feels like too much right now, there's no pressure. You can absolutely skip this step and join back in at the next point. Here goes. I want you to think of just one impactful experience during those sensitive formative years between 0 and 18 that has stayed with you, and jot it down. Then squint those eyes and gently explore what are up to 3 possible negative beliefs you might have taken on about yourself because of that experience. Write those down too. Now, brainstorm what the true, or at least more compassionate reality about yourself might actually be. Note, this is not a fix-all, but it can be a powerful first step in untangling unhelpful beliefs. Like I said, if it feels like too much right now, it's totally okay to hold off and combine this process with the last point. 4. Now, it's really important you hear this point out through to the end. Ready? Seek therapy.
Is that it?
Oh man, really? Oh, come on.
Hang with me now. At therapy, along with a bunch of other helpful stuff, you might be doing something kind of like this.
You take one memory at a time, carefully open it up at your own pace, and allow you to process that memory. And then you can neatly fold it up. You do the same with the next one and the next one until what you're left with is a neat little pile of memories that fit neatly at the bottom, leaving you more capacity to focus on the life that you want to have today.
Here's the most important part. Journey with me for these two highly relevant examples. I thought that photographers with an expensive camera and a certain fashion sense were inevitably great photographers. But I didn't realise till I worked as a photographer that a lot of them weren't as skilled as I thought they were. I also discovered the same thing about baristas that worked at a cool looking cafe and looked the part. The point. I assumed that anyone who had earned the title of psychologist would be great at guiding me through my mental health journey. But it actually took me 4 psychologists, 2 counsellors, a lot of encouragement, courage, and persistence before I finally landed on a counsellor that I clicked with, who also did a super top job guiding me to gently unravel each experience and helping me start to form true and positive beliefs about myself. So the point really is, finding the right therapist can take time, feel vulnerable, awkward, discouraging, and these things are really common and reasonable to feel. So I want to encourage you to take it slow, be really gentle with yourself, and stick at it. Keep in mind, therapy can come in all shapes and sizes, like online messaging, online calls with or without video, on the phone, in person, and AI is improving in this area all the time. Once you've found the right therapist for you and you become best friends with consistency and time, you'll gradually start to believe positive things about yourself. But Dave, how much time?
That is an excellent question.
Just like physical health, mental health needs a lifetime of upkeep. Depending on how functional you're feeling, which forever ebbs and flows, check in with your carefully chosen therapist weekly, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, until your physical body is ready to pass on. Whether we admit it or not, we all carry untrue beliefs about ourselves, some shaped by experiences that seemed irrelevant at the time, and others by deeply painful moments. However your life has looked, give yourself permission to find the courage to uncover that beautiful truth. You're wonderful. Know it. So join me in being part of changing the culture around mental health. And let's normalise a good old routine therapy session. This video was number 5 of my 100 video challenge inspired by Mr. Beast.
Make 100 videos and improve something every time.
It's totally a slow burn at the moment, and that's because of how much I really want to invest time in being a present husband and dad. So I'd love to thank you for hanging with me on my 100 video journey. Okay, good talk.